Hey, welcome back, everybody. So I found a video of a DoorDash driver confronting a customer who claimed she never delivered the food to her. So let's take a look and see what's going on. CVS manager in Garner, North Carolina, confronted by her DoorDash delivery person for falsely reporting her food never arrived. Let's take a look at this.
Hey, how you going? Excuse me. I was just wondering why you said that your food never got delivered when I handed it to you. So you did a. Oh yeah, it definitely does, and that's fraud. And now I might get charged for it. It says that you reported that I never delivered your food to you.
I didn't report that.
Well, according to my.
But I'm with a customer right now.
Okay, that's fine. But I was saying it's fraud and stealing. I'm sorry, but you know when I'm getting in trouble for my job. But go ahead. I apologize, ma'am.
I love how the customer looks like a legitimate officer or cop, and it probably really is. All right, so the customer is gone now. Let's see if they have a discussion about this.
Yeah, so I got a text message from DoorDash saying that you...
Okay, but why did you have the nerve to come in my job talking to me when I was with another customer?
Because you had the nerve to report your food as never being received, so I can get in trouble and have to pay for it or lose my job.
I did not report nothing. If you have a problem, you need to contact DoorDash instead of coming in my job.
Well, don't report it as being...
Okay, well, like I said, you need to go...
So you're saying you got your food?
You need to leave me alone. That's...
I love how she's not denying that whether or not she got food from her. I mean, she's saying she didn't report it. So it seems like we can at least assume that she really did get the delivery and she is in fact the customer here. And it seems like, I mean, I'm willing to believe that really what happened was that that she did report that, because she's clinging on to this point of, well, why did you start recording me or start asking me this while I was working with the customer? Which is just not even, she doesn't want to address the actual point of what's going on here, which really makes her look like she did in fact do something shady.
What I'm saying.
You saying you got your food?
Police.
That's fine.
And if
you
you're
can talk
recording
to
me, I'm going to call the police. So please leave
That's
my
fine.
job.
I mean, she delivered the food to her job. It would make sense that this lady who just delivered this food to her for her to eat at her job would then come back to her job to discuss why she reported it was never delivered. I mean, and I love how she's talking about the police. The police was literally just right there buying some kind of items from her. I mean, she should have said something then. I also love how the mask is just not even really covering her nose, but that's another thing.
I just need you to say that you got your food.
I need you to leave my job.
You can call the police. We can talk about fraud and all that.
I don't care what we can talk about, lady. You're in my job of business. Leave me alone. Period.
Who's your manager?
I'm a manager.
You don't got another boss?
No, I don't.
Oh, what's it?
That is it's she's obviously just not trying to take any ownership of what happened there, and whenever someone's, she very clearly has another boss. This lady is not the owner of CVS. I'm sure she reports to somebody. What her boss is going to do about it, I'm not really sure. I mean, unless, I don't think her boss can make her take out her phone and update this DoorDash order. But again, she's just trying to avoid what's going on here and, avoid that she tried to screw this lady.
Shame, yeah. CVS is hiring thieves here, huh?
She's just like, oh, you better get away from me. What is she going to do? I mean, is she going to, if she starts, beating up this lady for recording this DoorDash delivery, like, then she will lose her job. And that'll all be because of a decision that she made.
I just want you to admit that you got your food so I don't lose my job. I deliver food to you and then you sit there and tell my work I never dropped the food off?
That is just so terrible. I mean, we live in an age where, you can get another human, you can pull out your phone and get someone else to deliver this food for you, hot food, and then to go in and say, especially during a pandemic, that this person didn't deliver the food just to like try to get it for free or whatever it is. And then this person can possibly lose their job. And, the middle of this entire COVID situation is just really low and terrible. And then she had, it's just so people like this, like, I really just hope that they get what's coming to them someday.
Huh? Yes. I delivered it here to her. So hopefully they have cameras, but she's trying to say I never dropped her food off.
I would just absolutely love to be able to see the camera footage. Like, I hope CVS gives her the camera footage or something comes of that.
I'm just waiting for you to admit that you took your food and I'll leave you alone.
I'm waiting for you to get the fuck out of my face. That's what I'm waiting for you to do. Like,
Now she's cussing. She can't be doing that as a CVS manager.
It is that serious. It's fraud. It's stealing. You stole, and now you're trying to make me get in trouble for it. Why don't you get back on DoorDash and tell them you got your food then? It's because you didn't want to pay for the crazy big meal that you purchased?
You talking about crazy big
Steak, shrimp, chicken meal? You forget about what you just ate?
out of my face? Are you still here talking shit to me? Leave me alone. Record that.
Okay.
Record that.
And
You
I'm
have a
gonna
problem?
send it
that.
to
Leave
corporate.
Me alone.
I just want you to admit
I
that
just want
you
you to
stole.
leave me alone.
I want you to admit that
I
you
just want you
stole.
to leave me alone.
Well, it's not going to happen because you're messing up my job now.
I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone.
Oh, you don't care that?
I mean, what kind of a especially when you're a manager of any kind of business or whatever it is, usually if somebody has a complaint, your number one, objective there is to just take care of it as soon as possible so business can flow back to normal, the scene can end, people could go in there and buy their, whatever they want without no issues and without having to see the extra drama. But she's not doing that. She's starting to, she's been argumentative since the beginning, and she's trying to play the victim here. And all of that on top of never denying that she was indeed the DoorDash customer that this woman is referring to. I mean, I feel like anybody who was civil, and like if it really was a misunderstanding, she could have said, "Oh, okay, look here, let me pull out my phone and then my DoorDash, and maybe an accident happened. Maybe we can get this cleared up. I don't mind messaging them to make sure that they know I got my food. It was an accident." She's just not even taking the smooth way out of this. She's just wanting to screw this lady, which is so terrible.
My word, the business.
Oh, good.
Is still talking.
So you messed with my job. Now I'm messing with your job. How about that?
Exactly right. And she's 100% should be doing that because this lady's trying to get her fired or get her a bad review, which means a lot to these folks in the gig economy. And if it looks like she's not delivering food to people, then DoorDash might get rid of her, or other people aren't going to want to do business with her. So, I mean, good. Go in there and confront her at her job.
Sounds pretty even to you? You lied and said you didn't get your food so you don't have to pay for it. You lied so you didn't have to pay for your food. And now you're trying to get me in trouble with my job. You should be really ashamed of yourself that you would do something like that.
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not ashamed of myself, so it doesn't matter what you say.
So you just don't care about
leave me
stealing?
alone.
So stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed? Stealing doesn't make you feel ashamed
Man, no name
at
tag
all.
on
You're
it.
just totally content with stealing. Awesome. CVS should really know what kind of employees they have. You probably steal from here too.
Okay, I wouldn't have a job if I did. So leave me alone. You're the one sitting up here talking to me about my job. And if I was stole from my job, I wouldn't have a job. So why are you still?
Like she just will not address the grievance of whatever this lady is. I mean, which is the DoorDash meal. Discuss the DoorDash meal. I mean, the rest of this just doesn't matter. You know, you're just so offended that someone came in there with the cell phone and you know, asked you about that or whatever. Just get to the DoorDash issue. I mean, it's clear that she was the DoorDash customer.
My face.
Because I'm waiting for you to admit that you're
harassing me. Why are you
stealing. Because you're stealing. You're trying to take money.
I'm not even trying to go back and forth with her, but she's still in my face, in my place of work, still yelling at me. Do DoorDash know you doing this? Come
I'm going to send
them.
them this video. I'm recording everything.
Do you have permission to record me?
Oh, I don't need permission. It's public place. North Carolina state law, only one person has to approve of the recording, and that one person can be me. So I'm very aware of the laws. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to send this to corporate and let them know.
I don't care what you send it to.
Good.
Out my face.
Good.
I love how the police officer was there just earlier buying something and clearly saw that these two were arguing and that, you know, the other lady was recording and that it was a tense moment and just like didn't care. She just, you know, well, I got my, you know, Snickers or whatever the hell she was buying and just like, well, it's time for me to go back. I'm just going to ignore her. You know, there it is.
I really want to punch her in her face. She don't be on that work.
Good.
What kind of a manager would say that? Like, I think I just heard her say she really wants to punch her and this or that. It's just so ridiculous. Let me listen to that again. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I really want to punch her in her face.
Yep, she did say that.
Good. I hope you enjoyed your food. Hope it filled you up and is energizing you for your shift, even though you didn't pay for it because you wanted to lie and say you never received your food.
That is just so terrible. What, you know, she's not. We know 100% she got the food. She's not trying to help her. She just doesn't want to. She doesn't want to do anything, and it's just so sad that, you know, whatever this is, like a $15 meal or so, that she's willing to go to these lengths to screw this other lady. It's just absolutely shameful. She's carrying herself terribly, cussing, threatening to, you know, hit her, punch her, saying she wants to punch her in the face. I mean, what kind of a businesswoman or whoever, you know, because she takes her job so seriously, would say that kind of thing over like a $15 incident? I mean, if she's, you know, such a big shot at CVS. I really hope that CVS sees this footage and that they provide maybe the security footage of the DoorDash lady giving her the food. I would just love to see that. You know, I'd be open to the slim chance that maybe the lady didn't get it or something like that, but it just does not seem that way. And I also hope that DoorDash, you know, determines that she really did deliver the food. I mean, DoorDash, I'm sure they're making plenty of money right now in this pandemic, and I'm sure that they can review this footage and just, you know, give a pass to this $15. If anybody can write this off, I think it's them. I hope it doesn't come back onto this delivery lady, you know, and I'm also really glad to see that the delivery lady took some action and stood up for herself here instead of just eating this one. So, you know, good luck to her. Hopefully there's an update, and I'm happy to see this person getting exposed because she really deserves it, because it's just such a grimy thing to do. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion if you think this lady really did report that or not, or if she is a innocent person who is victimized by the rantings of a possibly, you know, very angry and not all the way there DoorDash delivery woman. But anyways, you know, if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you again coming real soon. Take it easy.